Ajax allows you to exchange data from a server without reloading the entire page. The jQuery Ajax methods can be used to request or send text, HTML, XML, or JSON from a remote server. Different browsers have different syntax for Ajax implementation, but jQuery makes it simple to use Ajax that works with all browsers with a single line of code. Now, this is how you use Ajax with vanilla JavaScript. And you can see there's quite a few lines of code here. I'm going to show you how to change this all to one line of code using jQuery. Before I tell you that, I want to show you this line right here. So we are getting data from another website, and this is the actual website we're getting the data from. http://carns.cc/code/ajaxexample.txt. We have to add this part because of a CORS error and because of getting data from a insecure website from a secure website. This is just a CORS proxy that you can use in development if you're having trouble getting data from another website. In a live situation, you would want both websites to be secure, and then you would have to add some specific headers. But this proxy will be good enough for now to get this data. So I'm going to comment out all of this, and then we're just going to put one line at the beginning. First, we are going to select which element we are going to load the Ajax data into. So we're going to use the demo element with the ID demo up there, and then .load. So pretty much all this code is being replaced with .load. I'm just going to copy this website address. This is the website we're loading the data from. And that's the whole line. So I'm going to run this code. Let's test it out. I'm going to click Change Content, and it changes. Subscribe to the Free Code Camp YouTube channel. Those words aren't anywhere on here. It's getting loaded from this website right here. So you can see that Ajax can really help you simplify your code. With this load method, you can also pass a callback, which just means a function to run as soon as we get the data. Okay, I just pasted in this here. Okay, we're going to load the text as we did before, but now afterwards, we're going to run this callback function. In the callback function, we have the response text, status text, and the XHR. So if the status text equals success, that just means we've successfully gotten the data. And then we can alert external content loaded successfully. If the status text equals error, we can alert what the error was. You're always going to get some kind of response after you try to do an Ajax call. A lot of things can go wrong with Ajax, so you usually want to set up something that will happen if there's an error, like we do here. Let's see an example of that. So it's going to say external content loaded successfully, and it's going to load the content. Now if I change this website to something that doesn't exist, I'm just going to add a 1 in here. And now let's see what happens when I click the button. Error 404 not found. So that's what we're getting, this error message down here. Okay, I'm going to comment all this out again, and we're going to add another line at the top. Here I'm going to show you something similar to the Ajax load command, but this is get. Just like the load method, get is going to get data from a server. The main difference is that load is going to load the data directly into an element, and get is not necessarily going to load that data into an element. Here we have the get method. It's just $.get. And then we're going to pass in what we're going to get. So the same website from before. And then we have the callback function. This text is not loaded anywhere. So in the callback function, we're going to have to say what's going to happen to the text. In this case, we're just going to console.log. So you can see in the callback function, we have the data and the status. We're showing that right here. The data is going to equal the data, and status is the status. So let's see what happens there. Let me open up the console here. You can see in the bottom corner, click Change Content. And the data is subscribed to the Free Code Camp YouTube channel. Status is success. So if you're getting data that's not text or data that has to be processed, you're going to want to use the get method instead of the load method. Now the last one I want to tell you about is the post method. So instead of get, you can post. Now post is a way to send the data to a server. I do not have my website set up to send data to it, so I'm just going to have to show you how it works here. So it's going to be similar, where you're going to have the website that you're going to access. This time you're going to be sending data to the server, and then you also are going to have the callback function, but the difference is you're going to pass in one more parameter. So here's the other parameter. The second parameter is the data that you're trying to send. So this is just some JSON data, and then the callback function is going to happen after the data is sent. So after you send the data, the server can send back something. It could process the data and send something back, or really it could be anything that could come back from the server, and then you can run this callback function and you're going to receive data back from the server. Like I said, I can't show you an example because the server isn't set up to receive data. But that's Ajax in jQuery. Thanks for watching. My name is Bo Carnes. Don't forget to subscribe, and remember, use your code for good.